So my YouTube channel is still relatively new, and every single day I'm trying to figure out ways that I can make these videos more entertaining so that you want to come back and get the information that you need. And that means spending a lot of time watching YouTube. And in doing that little bit of research, or whatever you want to call it, I've discovered 3 YouTube channels that I, number one, really enjoy, and number two, feel like have really helped me up my game in my YouTube videos. And that's a guy named Peter McKinnon, his buddy Matti, and then a channel called Potato Jet. Now, I don't know any of these guys personally. I've never spoken with them, but they've really helped me out. And so if you're getting into maybe trying to do YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and put links below for their channels so that you can go and get the information that I thought helped me out a lot. In one of Peter McKinnon's videos, he stressed the importance of doing things like montages, and particularly having the appropriate sound effects, because that really brings home the effectiveness of those montages and videos and things like that. So that being said, considering this medical word of the week is a surgical term, I'm going to go ahead and try a montage of myself gowning up and gearing up for surgery. Let's see if I can make Mr. McKinnon proud. Nailed it. Hello everyone, Dr. Rhett here, and this week's medical word is anastomosis. This is an easy one. Anastomosis is basically the word that we use whenever we see the most nasty thing we've ever seen in our entire life. And that's it. So, until next time, we'll see you later. No, that's actually not the definition of anastomosis. Actually, an anastomosis is defined as a communication between 2 tubular organs, most commonly either blood vessels or something like the small intestine. Now, when I say a communication, that doesn't mean that the 2 organs are fighting or talking about their feelings over ice cream. In medical terminology, a communication is basically a connection. So for instance, in veterinary medicine, we commonly perform a surgical procedure called intestinal resection and anastomosis. This usually happens whenever we have to remove dead intestine and then connect the good intestine together. This actually ties into last week's word, which was intussusception. So if you're curious about that, I'll leave a link up there somewhere. Another way in which an anastomosis can recur is by a natural formation or communication, usually between blood vessels. Now, this can also be on purpose, as in a surgical anastomosis of large arteries or veins, but it can also be secondary to certain illnesses and pathologies in which blood vessels such as arteries and veins, which aren't supposed to connect, end up connecting. It can also be a part of the natural healing process whenever you have trauma that transects or cuts certain blood vessels. As the body heals, it can form anastomoses in order to reconnect the blood supply to the tissue that's been cut off. So there's your medical word of the week. Please don't forget to subscribe and share. Make sure you turn on those notifications, and we'll see you next time.